Fairness, the law, the rights of the accused, those are trigger warnings for the people who want Kyle Rittenhouse convicted. It didn't take long. Judge Bruce Schroeder looks at what the law says, looks at what is typically applied to defendants, and makes a ruling. It just so happens to go in Kyle's favor. And in so doing, the usual crazies come out. Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dredd to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dredd Show.
I just wanted to jump in for a moment here. You notice that the title of this YouTube video is Protestors Call for Judge on Rittenhouse Case to be Removed. Good luck with that. You can't just demand that a judge be taken off a case just because you think he's favorable to the accused. That's not how our justice system works. We're not supposed to stack the court with judges that we think are going to take it out on the accused. I mean, if anything, it's just the opposite. We have a tendency to protect the accused because innocent until proven guilty. So I thought I'd take a look at it. I checked with a number of analyses of, this is section 757.19, disqualification of a judge. And there are 12 analyses of this by various attorneys about under what conditions can you have a judge taken off a case. And so I looked into this, and guess what? You're not getting that judge off the case. Bruce Schroeder is going to be on the Kyle Rittenhouse case if he wants to be. He can recuse himself, but there's going to be no success in trying to get him removed. I don't know if Judge Schroeder is going to be the judge on this trial. So we'll see about that. Okay, so let's let her rip.
Say his name! Say his name! Lying.
Say then and something like Leslie Benny Holwer. Let's try that again. Leslie Holwer.
Lying down on the frozen steps of the Kenosha County Courthouse, protesters yell the names of the people Kyle Rittenhouse is charged with killing.
They're social distancing while playing dead. They're social distancing.
This judge, our police department.
This is William Jennings Bryan here, brilliant legal scholar that's going to now formulate a brilliant legal argument here based on her experience in the justice system. Let's see how she does.
Our court system are giving them free rein to come kill us again.
This week via...
To kill you again. Oh, she must be like Dave Mustaine. Can't die dead enough.
virtual hearing, Judge Bruce Schroeder denied 2 motions by prosecutors, one to issue an arrest warrant for Kyle Rittenhouse, the other to increase his bail.
Now notice, she didn't say why the judge ruled this way. The judge ruled that he cannot arrest Kyle because the law doesn't allow him to. That was stated clearly by the judge. He even cited the actual Wisconsin statute. The media, they heard that. They're not going to tell you that. Instead, they're just going to say, well, the judge has denied the claim. If they had said, Judge Schroeder cited Wisconsin law that does not allow him to arrest Kyle Rittenhouse, that would have changed things a little. A lot of people would have said, well, okay, I guess if you can't arrest him, that makes sense that he wouldn't, but they leave that out. This is how the media operates.
Prosecutors argued Rittenhouse failed to register his address with the court, but his defense team said they registered a P.O. box instead of an address for his own safety because he's been receiving death threats.
I think this was a mistake by Mark Richards here, just a small one, but he's talking too much about the death threats. He needed to explain to the world, and especially to the judge, that it doesn't matter if anybody is threatening Kyle. Threats mean nothing. The people threatening Kyle aren't going to do anything. It's the people who are not threatening. They don't threaten you and then kill you. They just kill you. The people you have to watch out for are the people that are not making threats.
My client will appear. He looks forward to litigating these offenses in Your Honor's courtroom. We have nothing to fear. The truth will set my client free.
Protesters on Friday said Rittenhouse is a danger to the community as a charged killer and as a symbol for white nationalism.
And the imagery of him walking with his hands up as the police go by him, that was chosen for a reason as well. You'll notice they didn't show Kyle being chased. Instead, this is the old white privilege thing they're trying to push here.
The judge has said, okay, sure. You broke that condition. You didn't tell us your address. You lied. You don't have to give people your address anymore. That is unprecedented.
Okay, so this moron, first of all, when she said, the judge said, what I want after that is a quote. I'm sorry, I'm sick of this crap. The judge said, and then they make something up. The judge never said anything like that. The other one is, she says, this is unprecedented. You don't have to give the address. This is unprecedented. Really? Let's take a look. What we have here is Form GF-245. And what is this for? Confidential disclosure of information to be sealed or redacted. And what does it say down here? This form is used with GF-246A when requesting that the court seal or redact information from the court records. If the court grants the motion to seal or redact, this form will be sealed as well. So not only will they seal the information, but they'll also seal the request to have the information sealed. Now you think, well, now what about addresses? I mean, maybe this doesn't cover addresses. Well, let's see here. They go down here, they show an example. Be specific. For example, petitioner's home address, 1234 Main Street. They even give the address as an example of something that you could put in this form to have sealed. And what she says, it's unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Well, you know what? Even if it was unprecedented, let me get something through to your thick skull. This case is unprecedented. The amount of hostility generated against a defendant here is unprecedented. Sometimes when you have extraordinary cases, that requires extraordinary measures. But it's not extraordinary. They even have a form you fill out to have your home address sealed. Here's what really bugs me. It wouldn't be hard to find out who this is. It wouldn't be probably too hard if you did a little bit of detective work to find her home address. Don't do it. That is bullshit. I want nobody taking part in that kind of crap. However, how would she feel if she went on and found out that the Proud Boys and the Boogaloo Boys and all of the other baddies out there were throwing her address around? What would she do? She would run to the police. You have to do something to stop this. I feel terrified. People might come and kill me. But she has no trouble with Kyle Rittenhouse's address being thrown around. After all, the judge only said that the address will be sealed with him and the sheriffs. It's not like the court doesn't know where Kyle Rittenhouse is living, and the sheriff knows where he is living as well. She wants it to be disclosed to the public, and guess what would happen if that happened? You know it, and she would not care one lick if something horrible happened to Kyle, but she wouldn't want to be treated like that herself.
This is someone who killed 2 people in our community. And this is someone who's continuing to gallivant around, flash white supremacist symbols, and continue to embolden more of this violence.
In Kenosha.
Okay, so let's see here. He has killed 2 people in his community. Yes, we know. That's part of the trial. The reason why he's out on bond is because the judge looked at it, not this judge, but the previous one, looked at the charges against him and decided that a $2 million bond was necessary to keep Kyle coming to court when necessary. He's out on bond. The court already made a decision back in November that $2 million was enough, and somebody came up with the money to free him. Great, he's out free. She's making it sound as if his ability to go running around the town wherever he wants is unprecedented. I can't believe that somebody accused of committing a crime such as murder would be allowed to go running around. Well, gee, I wonder if there's somebody else that has been charged with murder in Kenosha that is running around. And there is Crystal Kaiser. We'll talk about her in just a moment. Coming tomorrow, I'm going to create some videos that show you how the emotional response to Kyle Rittenhouse's case and Crystal Kaiser's case are so markedly different, even though these cases share a lot of similarities. The biggest difference? Politics. Kyle Rittenhouse is seen as a symbol of white supremacy, and she's seen as a domestic violence victim. Like my video and subscribe to my channel, and pay attention, because next one I'm going to come out with is going to be a doozy.